like something is blocking your abundance? Have you experienced that frustration of working your business and your entrepreneurship endeavors and possibly even a job and putting forth the effort and putting forth the work? However, you're not seeing the tangible results from that effort. You're not seeing the tangible financial and monetary compensation for your energy, for your time, for your brilliance. If your bank account isn't matching your brilliance and your bank account isn't matching your work ethic, then this is for you. I'm Tavia Jax. I'm a certified transformational life coach, a 20-year entrepreneur, an award-winning business owner, and a keynote speaker as well as an author. Today, we're going to go over some of the most common abundance blockers and a strategy to help you open up space for abundance in your life. So let's get into it. I'm so glad that you clicked on this today. So the very first abundance blocker that we're going to talk about today is a lack of deserving. A lack of deserving. That means you feel undeserving. There's a part of you that feels like you don't deserve, say, for example, the massive goal. You don't deserve the large increase. Maybe you don't deserve nice things. Maybe you don't deserve beautiful things. Maybe you don't deserve luxury. It also comes in the form of us not feeling worthy of that next thing, worthy of space. I remember when I was going to move into a home and someone said to me, well, why would you need a house that size if you don't have enough children to fill all the rooms in the house, basically? Like, why would you have a house that big when your kids will be going off to college soon? That was saying, in order for me to deserve the space and the spaciousness of a larger home, that I have to have a certain number of children. It could be different for you. Some people may feel like they're not deserving of having somebody do their laundry service. Sometimes people don't feel deserving of maybe a name brand outfit or of a purse of a certain quality. Sometimes people don't even feel deserving of people compensating them well for their exchange of their knowledge, their energy, and their resources. So this block comes from believing that you're not worthy of wealth or to be wealthy in some shape, form, or fashion. And we're talking about abundance blockers, but these blockers, they apply to every area. It could be in love, it could be in relationships. These same blockers you can apply to most areas of your life. So this is the feeling of not enoughness, not being enough, not feeling like you're enough. You might see others thriving and think that's for them, but it's not for me. I'm not smart enough. I'm not old enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not young enough. I'm not tall enough. There's a lot of I'm not enoughs. I'm invisible. I'm alone. I don't deserve to be making this money because of this business idea. I don't deserve it. It's the same lack of deserving that comes up. This is actually one of the most prevalent abundance blockers, and sometimes people don't notice that it's there. Even in the form of, I don't deserve medical care. How long do people go along without getting care when they're in pain, without getting something solutioned or fixed? Again, what are we saying to ourselves? Are we saying that I don't deserve to not be in pain? I don't deserve to get a quick solution. I don't deserve spending money to get the resources that are needed so that I can live a higher quality of life. There are various different ways that lack of deserving shows up in our lives, but this mindset is ironically rooted in not fully loving yourself. And sometimes we don't come out and say, oh, I don't fully love myself. It's sneaky. These are the underlying root causes of this, but you know, and I want you to know that you are deserving, that you are deserving of everything that you desire, because your desires will be in align with your purpose, your desires will be in align with what is integral, and your desires will be in align with your creator and with your maker. So this block again comes from not really loving yourself and knowing that you are deserving of the things that you would love that are in alignment with integrity. Have you ever felt unworthy of success? Have you ever felt unworthy of wealth? Have you ever felt undeserving of abundance and rich experiences? If that is the case in any shape, form, or fashion, this is an abundance blocker that you would definitely want to do the work to remedy ASAP. And we're going to go through some options just in just a moment. Number two, there's not enough. That's a belief in scarcity. There's not enough. There's not enough for me. This stems from competition and comparison. And we have to let go of the mindset that there's not enough for everyone. So if a person feels very intimidated that there's another person with a similar title or similar function than them, it's because there's something going off in the subconscious mind or in their conscious mind saying there's not enough for me. This person is going to steal my clients, steal my business, steal my opportunity. Abundance is not limited. It's not limited. There is not a pie. There is not a limited amount of access to abundance or opportunities. There is more than enough for all of us to thrive. When we think this way, when we think there isn't enough, that somebody's stealing something from us, taking something from us, or they're in the same profession as me, or I can't teach them something because they're going to take X, Y, and Z from me. When we think that way, we're living in a scarcity mentality and we're inviting, like welcoming scarcity into our life. So we have to replace those thoughts with the thoughts that there is enough. We live in God's abundant universe. He did not make a mistake when he allowed all these people to live on this planet. Before humans were created, on all the other creation days, he created systems, he created support, and he created supply. You being here is not a surprise. There is more than enough for you. There's more than enough clients. There's more than enough food. There's more than enough money. There's more than enough jobs. There's more than enough resources. There are more than enough opportunities. So we want to replace those thoughts with thoughts of abundance and what we will love. So my question is, have you ever felt like the opportunities for success were limited for you? Explore that. In what area have you thought that your opportunity for success was limited? Have you ever felt like there wasn't enough opportunity for you specifically or your business to be successful, maybe in your region, maybe in your area, maybe at a certain time of the year? Have you ever had any of those thoughts? So one day we opened a business, and I found out a little bit later on that there was another individual that their business was probably at least 30 minutes away. It was in a different city, but they felt very intimidated and even they felt offended that we opened a business that sold some products that they had. Now, we hadn't spoken to that person probably in years. We had no idea what they were doing with their life at that time. But you know what? None of it mattered because we are totally unbothered and unconcerned if someone else has a similar business or a form of it because we are who we are. And what God has for us is for us. And there are specific clientele, personalities, and individuals who are assigned to help fulfill our purpose because we have written a vision and made it plain. And the same is for you. There are people that are assigned to your business. There are people that are assigned to partake in what you're producing and the energy that you're using in this earth, in your vocation, in your nonprofit, in your business, to buy your crafts, your products, whatever it may be. There are people that will want what you have. They will want your spirit. They will want the way you do it. They will want your mind the way you see it. It doesn't matter if somebody else is doing anything like that, okay? Number three, negative money mindset. So if you believe negative money mindsets like wealthy people are greedy or selfish or disconnected from spirituality, if you believe that rich people are mean, then you're blocking your own abundance because we have something called our subconscious mind, and it's like a thermostat. And when the thermostat is set, when something goes above or below, that it triggers it to come back on and regulate it and get the temperature to go to that number. So if in your mind you're saying, "Oh, rich people are mean," rich people, they're doing something wrong to me, or they're rude, or they're wrong in some shape, form, or fashion, then even when you're building something and you think that you're accumulating money, there's going to be this subconscious block, like a thermostat. Say, for example, the thermostat is set at 75. You rise to 76, 78, 79. That thermostat's going to kick in and say, nope, come back down here because this is what we believe. And so it is very important that we undo any mindsets like that. And sometimes people may have grown up and inherited some mindsets like that, where we think you have to be greedy or mean or rude or selfish or pompous or conceited or arrogant in order to be wealthy. You can challenge that belief and find wealthy people and rich people that are kind and nice. And then show that to yourself, present that information to yourself, and challenge that belief and allow yourself to realize that money is neither good nor bad, and that if somebody is rude or pompous, that they choose to be that way, and that you absolutely do not have to make that choice, and it is not connected to all wealthy people being a certain way. Okay, so the subconscious mind likes to create generalizations, but that generalization is not true, and there are tons of examples where it's not. So find those examples and make sure you break up that belief so you can accept abundance into your life. And it's not an either or. It's not you can be wealthy or you can be nice. You can be both wealthy and a Christian. You can be both wealthy and spiritual. You can be both wealthy, rich, and kind. You can be both wealthy, abundant, and humble. In fact, you can use wealth to positively impact others, be a philanthropist, and help out. So, have you struggled with any negative view of money in your life or any negative money mindset? If so, you'll definitely want to make sure you capture the abundance affirmations that I'm going to share in just a moment. Number four, chaos, clutter, and drama. If your life is filled with disorder, it will reflect in your results. If there's chaos and clutter, you'll see this showing in your outcomes. So you have to clear out physical clutter, whether it's in your wallet, in your home, in your closet, or in your car, whether it's unnecessary relationships that bring drama. Also, evaluate the people that you interact with, such as work associates at the water cooler, in the break room. You want to make sure that your social media groups and your friend groups and the people that you associate with, even in family members, are free from chaos and drama when it comes to your circle. Rethink your relationships. Cleaning this up will allow and open the flow for more abundance to come through in your life. So, is there clutter anywhere or drama that's blocking your way of abundance? Check it out. Clean out your purse, clean out your wallet. Let's talk about the fear of loss, number five. This fear stems from the belief that you might lose loved ones or joy if you become wealthy. This fear comes from thinking, oh, if I become wealthy, these people aren't going to talk to me anymore. If I become wealthy, my friend group is going to exclude me. Or if I become wealthy, there's some negative thing that's going to happen to me, like I'm going to pay more taxes, or people are going to ask me for money and I'm going to tell them no, and then it's going to be a problem and I'll lose relationships. This burden of success is a false mindset, and it's important that we address that and deal with that. Paying more taxes because you're wealthy is a misnomer. So if I'm wealthy, one, it's because I made more money, which is wonderful. Let's celebrate that. Two, there are amazing attorneys and individuals who can work with you, especially as an entrepreneur, to help you adjust your tax brackets when it comes to what you're paying. So fear, doubt, and worry disconnect us from our source. And so if we live in that space, it's a disconnection from abundance. You can have both love and wealth. You can have increase and wealth. You can have great relationships with people that are ordained and designed and divinely orchestrated to be in your life and have wealth. Okay? So you don't have to choose between the two. It is both and. Embrace both and you will have a successful love life as well in money. Like some people think that wealthy people's marriages always end bad or something like that, but make a decision to have even a successful love life, a successful marriage, and money. Fear, doubt, and worry, again, they disconnect you from your source. Have you experienced fear about success? Number six is holding on to resentment. This is a big one as well. Holding on to resentment against somebody who's done you wrong or offended you or that we perceive has treated us unfair or unkind doesn't punish the person you're upset with. It punishes you. Holding on to resentment and unforgiveness is like getting bit by a poisonous snake. And instead of going to get medical care and medical treatment, you run and chase the snake. Holding on to these feelings blocks you from the abundance you desire and the life you would actually love to live. These negative emotions block and disallow the flow of abundance. Is there any resentment in your heart right now? I also call it stones. Are there any heavy stones on your heart right now? Places where you need to release somebody, let go of them, not be asking them mentally in your mind or in your subconscious to pay for something that they did. If there's any resentment, I understand you may be thinking, but you don't know what they did. I understand. I have been wronged and released quite a many things. And even releasing resentment has allowed my body to be healed. It has allowed me to be more abundant in my health. It's allowed me to be more abundant in my wealth. It's allowed me to be more abundant in my love. So I understand that you could have been wrong. I understand that you may feel that a person did you wrong, but it's not serving you to keep holding on to that without processing it, without allowing yourself to go through acceptance, and without releasing it. Number 7 is focusing on what's missing. So, where our attention goes, our energy flows. So, anytime we tend to focus on lack and what we don't have, what we feel is not in our life, instead of focusing on the abundance that's here for us, it's going to take us and direct us to the path of lack. If we think over and over and over, I don't have this, I don't have this, when people ask you a question, you respond with what you don't have. Would you like to do so and so? Well, I don't have this and I don't have that. It is focusing on lack instead of focusing on abundance and focusing on what you would love. So if we constantly focus on lack, guess what we attract? More lack. This looks like using the phrase, oh, if I only had, or I'm broke, or I don't have the money, or I don't want to be broke anymore. It's still focused on broke, 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 broke. I don't have it. I can't because I can't because I can't because it's just me. Lack. The it's just me is focusing on what's missing. It's just me, so I can't blank. It's just me, so blank. You're saying that there's always something missing from me, and that's why I can't take action. Whew. It's time to step out of focusing on what's missing. I get it. Another example is when he changes, when she changes, I'll change. Focusing on what's missing before you can make a move. And that as well is going to bring you in the path of lack and not in abundance. So even before it physically shows up in your life, it is important that we change those thoughts. You got to change those thoughts because those thoughts will lead to more lack. It's continually like rehearsing lack, rehearsing lack. You are rehearsing what you don't have over and over, so much so that you're putting all those negative emotions in your body. So you're feeling lack, you're thinking lack, and you're speaking lack that will breed more lack. You have to think thoughts of abundance. You are so happy and grateful now that, and start thinking about what that is. Get connected to your infinite supply. God, your creator, who is your source. You just need to align with abundance and get in harmony with it. So, do you focus on what's missing instead of what you love to have? Any of these phrases I've been saying, is that a phrase that you've said before? If so, we want to start to flip those things around and switch to gratitude. What are you grateful for? What would you love? The last one is the get mindset. When you are singularly focused on what you can get and not how you can be of service, you block abundance. Shift to the mindset of service and contribution, as well as who you'll become in the process. I get to serve. What can I serve? How can I serve to accomplish this? What is the strategy of service to accomplish this goal? Many people have it backwards and they think, I'm going to have this, so I'll do this, and then I'll become or be this. The correct formula is be, do, have. I'm going to be a person of increase and influence. And by being that, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and then I will have this end result. Be the person who lives a fully abundant life, takes necessary actions, and abundance will follow. So, circulation is life. You draw from an incredible source, and where there is no lack, there really is no lack. There's only a lack of awareness. You are connected to an infinite supply of abundance. Are you ready to shift your mindset and get into the one being abundant? Remember, align with being connected to abundance and let that flow. To allow more money into your life, into your business, we have to transform our thinking. And it's time to release those other thoughts that aren't serving you. Ask yourself, am I willing to let it go so that I can have more? Am I willing to let it go to accomplish my goals and dreams? I'm willing. Are you willing? Pick the top two abundance blockers in your life and make sure you start to say these affirmations that I'm going to share for those specific two areas. So, for lack of deserving, the affirmation is I am more than this. I am more than any circumstance, situation, or condition. I am deserving of all the goodness that God has to offer. I am inherently worthy. I deserve all the love that life has to offer. And I love living. I am grateful for all that I have and all that is coming to me. I deserve to love myself just as I am. I am better than just good enough. I am ready to ask boldly for what I desire. Settling is over for me. It ends this moment. I did not come here to settle for just enough. I see me and I deserve to see me. I see all the amazingness of myself. I am seen. I normalize joy and pleasure, not just as a reward because of sacrifice. I normalize reward and pleasure every day just because of who I am. I deserve all the amazing avalanche of clients and customers and sales and benefits in my life. I deserve to be well paid for what I do. I deserve to be supported and cheered on and loved as I pursue my dreams. I deserve to be my best. I deserve to give the best of me. I deserve wealth with ease. Number two, affirmation for there's not enough. I live in God's abundant universe. I have access to anything and everything that supports me in the life I love living. I accomplish my work with ease and grace. My work is appreciated and admired. I am generously compensated for all the work that I do. I am grateful for the abundance that I have and all that's coming to me. Number three, negative money mindset affirmation. I appreciate money and money loves me. I get to be the person I love while money comes to me quickly, easily, frequently, and consistently. Money and I have a free flowing, mutually appreciative, ever growing relationship. I am grateful for the money that I have and all that's coming to me. Clutter, chaos, and drama affirmation. I am organized and efficient in all that I do, all that I have, and all that I am. My spaces are free flowing and welcoming to support me in a life I love living. Peace, calm, joy, and abundance always surround me. I am grateful for the clarity that I have in every area and all that is coming to me. Number five, affirmation for fear of loss. I can experience some fears without those fears having me. I am greater than my fears. I will connect with God's spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. I deserve to have everything I love. Therefore, I am willing to release my fears and live the life I want to live. I deserve my desires. I know that fear says that I'm just on the edge of the reality that I've known, and I'm willing to move past that reality. The power within me is stronger than any fear I have. I am grateful that I am fully abundant in all areas of my life. Number six, affirmation for harboring resentment. Forgiving myself and others allows me to feel free and joyful. By releasing the past, I allow myself to move forward towards abundance. Every day, I choose to let go of everything that is blocking me from moving forward. I now release all hurt, anger, bitterness, and resentment from my life. I am grateful that I am letting go of the past and embracing the present with love. Focusing on what's missing, number 7. I choose to radiate love, joy, and gratitude. I embrace my longings and discontent as the two divine signs of growth. I am free to create a life I love living and welcome all things that are for my highest and greatest good. My potential is limitless. I have the divine ability to create wealth. Every day, I embrace my true power and take control of my life. I am an abundant person and I am abundant in every way. I am grateful for all the good that I have. I focus on what is present and what I would love. Living in a get mindset affirmation, number 8. I am open and receptive to all the abundance God provides me. I am the person manifesting all the good and abundance I would love in my life. I am the person who can receive abundance in my life in every area. I speak in the positive and in the affirmative. I attract what I desire. I sow great seeds and I serve. I know that I have a strategy and plan for each thing I need to accomplish and acquire in my life, and I get to serve. I get to sow, and I expect increase and profit as the rightful return of the investment of my time, my energy, and my resources. I prosper with every breath that I take. Prosperity is drawn to me because I am a person of increase and I go to serve and I go to give everywhere that I am. People leave me feeling better. I am grateful for the abundance that is provided to me and that I get to share with others. So remember these affirmations. Start using this right now. Clear the clutter in your home. Stop thinking about what you don't have and think about the abundance that is present in your life. Utilize these things and start thinking positive thoughts and make sure you practice these things every day. And you will begin to watch your life shift. You will begin to watch things open up, new opportunities, new doors of opportunity come into your life so that you can model being an example of abundance. I'm so excited that you're joining me on this journey, and I cannot wait to convene with you and meet with you soon in other forms. Be sure to follow me on social media at Tavia Jax on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, X, as well as all the mediums. And I would love to communicate with you. Let me know that you saw this video and tell me how it's impacting your life. I want to hear your testimonials. I will talk to you soon. I look forward to connecting with you, and make sure that you are pursuing excellence and expecting to catch it. Again, I am Tavia Jax, powerful transformational life coach. I'm a veteran, a United States Marine Corps vet, and you were born to win, and I was born to help you do it.